Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Breath of the Wild Nuzlocke 2. That's right, I did live stream of Breath of the Wild Nuzlocke 1, which had 26 self-imposed rules. It was a laundry list of items. But today we are going to be doing a new Breath of the Wild Nuzlocke challenge, one that's a bit closer to the traditional Nuzlocke concepts. In this challenge run, you're going to see me take down all 4 Divine Beasts. We are going to get the Master Sword. We will defeat Ganon, we will obtain all of Link's memories, and on top of it, there's a new Nuzlocke mechanic that we're doing that I don't think I've seen anybody else do before, so we'll see how tough it is to maintain. Whatever the first weapon, shield, or bow I see in a region is, gets locked into the weapon slot. And that will be the only weapon type that's allowed to be used for that slot for the remainder of the game. So we'll see if we can beat Breath of the Wild with some of these goofy mechanics. I know immediately when we leave the Great Plateau, they want me to look in a direction which forces the tree branch to be seen. What we're going to do is immediately look at the sky, and we're going to give a pass on the first tree branch. Now, if I foolishly look back at the ground, then there's no one to blame but myself. So I'm really excited to try out this challenge run. I came up with it after I did my last Nuzlocke run, and I was really hoping folks would vote for it in the live stream, but people voted for me to play Tears of the Kingdom next for a live stream, so we're doing that instead. Which oddly enough might be airing at the same time or around the time some of these videos are coming. So if you just can't get enough of me playing Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, you're in for quite a treat for this next couple months. And we'll probably cut some of the story stuff just to move on to see if we can do just to get started with the challenge run. So this game, but I still really enjoy a lot of the simple things in this game. The animations they do for Link are so cool. In the last Nuzlocke I did, I had a whole bunch of restrictions around not being able to eat raw food, things having to be cooked. I had to make potions. It was pretty wild. There was no teleporting either. So it was a really unique way to play Breath of the Wild. Despite having done 8 different playthroughs of this game, taking various challenges from live content, each one has been pretty unique from the other, and that's one of the things I really appreciate about Breath of the Wild.
Once again. Now go.
Yes, ma'am. I'm always so happy just to come back to this game. I have so much IRL responsibility going on that I don't get a lot of time to play video games these days. I still make time, but I don't get a lot. But there's just a special magic in Breath of the Wild that just always gets me so psyched to play it. Okay, so like I said, we are going to start like this until I find a weapon. I know what I would like my first weapon to be, and I'm hoping I can get to it without accidentally walking onto a tree branch, because I know that there are tree branches around here. And I don't want to accidentally look at one. I know there's 3 or 4 of them right here. So I'm really scared to accidentally bump into one. I think I'm getting near the steps, but there's also a big rock there. I think you could fall down this. Okay, I don't 100% know where I am. Keeping up. I know what I want, and I'm going to try to get it. I'll be real careful, though. I don't 100% know where that rusty sword is in relation to where I am. And I certainly don't want to see the rusty sword either. I'm going to get something, and I don't know if people will think the same thing that I'm thinking, but... What is this? Oh, that's right, Big Dab. Okay, there it is. This is what I wanted first. Perfect. I'm good to go now. Now we can run around looking like normal. Okay, now technically, the rules of this means the torch is forever locked into the slot. So we only get 8 weapon slots, which means I'm only allowed to pick up 8 weapons in the entire game. Other than the Master Sword. Same with bows and shields. I was really considering, do I take the Woodcutter's Axe or do I take that one? The torch. And I chose to take the torch. If you're wondering why I'm taking the torch over like an actual combat weapon, the torch is an incredible utility item to have with you. Not only does it never like burn into oblivion like any of the wood weapons do or the tree branches, but you can use it in the ice region to stay warm. You can use it in the ice region to literally just melt rocks. You make a quick little campfire on the ground, pull out your torch, and you can just melt all of the ice blocks with it. Not to mention that it is borderline a requirement for the Lost Woods. It isn't necessarily a requirement. My very first playthrough, I got through the Lost Woods not even knowing the torch was what they wanted you to use. I just played a game of hot and cold, and I like strong-armed my way through it. So there's options. I always forget how slow the beginning of this game is. And by slow, I mean it's not that slow, but it's also like Link slowly puts the Sheik to sleep. It'll be interesting to do this one. It's pretty unique because it provides quite a crutch. And I just know I know just somewhere along the way I'm going to get distracted. I'm going to accidentally look at something I didn't mean to, and then poof. I'm remembering the last live stream that I did for this game. There was a point when you get off the Great Plateau and you talk to King Rome, and he's telling us about the calamity, but in stream chat we were talking about our favorite milk tea. And that memory just came into my head when I saw this cutscene. The live streams are fun. They're fun. And sometimes I do this game live and get like live viewer challenges, and that's always a good time. I do appreciate the fact that this game had a lot of attention to like detail and the choices you make. And I didn't realize how much like dialogue Rome has instead regarding like your aloofness and him needing to earn your trust and etc. So I think that's really cool. It really made me appreciate this game even further, being like, whoa, I didn't realize they would like do that kind of thing. Now I know this game's been out for a long time, but did you know? Go up to any guardian, like a decayed guardian statue, and press the A button. I don't think screws are the only thing you get. They're usually what you get. That's right, I can skip these. Tweet, 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 tweet. Now, believe it or not, despite playing this game so many times, I've never really done a lot of glitches. I've done the goofy one where if you stand on a box, drop a bomb, and then explode it, you can like launch yourself really far. But I've never been able to like get the hand maneuvering down for wind bombing, or I guess I don't know what it's called. You like drop a bomb, shield, surf, pull out a different bomb, drop it, and then explode yourself. I've been making that sound effect for 8 years. If nothing exciting happens, we'll just zoom past this. I can tell by that eyeball this thing's alive. See? Miss. Yippee! Alright, let's go. Oh! I always think it's funny that right after it does and then you press A, the very next sound you hear is oh. There's a couple ways to get this item that lets you resist cold. There's 3 ways, I think. There's make the recipe, like he wants you to do. There is get to the like highest mountain. Or there's actually make it to the shrine and beat the shrine, and then he comes out and just gives it to you. So fish. Okay. I need raw meat, which is the thing I don't have. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Okay. Recipe is in the literal name. Unfortunately, when I first played this game, I am forever reminded that I have a major issue as an adult. And I had the same problem as a kid, and I still have the same problem today. I don't read everything to completion. I'll start reading a sentence, and I read the like first 2 or 3 words and then jump to the end. And I'm just like, yeah, I got it, I hear you. But like the amount of times I like miss stuff. So the first time I played this game, it's like I need to make a spicy food, and it has meat and peppers, and it has fry at the end. And I went, cool. Here's some meat, here's some spicy peppers. And I would like try to get it, and it would just never work. And it wasn't until, I'm not kidding, my 7th playthrough, and I tried to do it again, and I read the whole thing. I'm like, how am I supposed to know what ingredient I'm missing? Like, what is the name of this thing anyhow? And it was, you know, it's in the name. It's spicy meat and fish fry. And I went, oh my gosh, I'm missing a fish. No kidding, right? Oh, hello, random snowball. I appreciate the random spawn in. Take note of this, because this is part of why I talk about that Link is a goat all the time. Because Link can run up a lot of this stuff, especially if you're sprinting. I wonder if I'll ever get to the headspace to do this kind of stuff with Tears of the Kingdom. The thing about Tears of the Kingdom is that, like, it and Breath of the Wild are such different games. Like, even though they use, like, similar maps and similar, like, control schemes and everything, the games are so different from one another. And there's just, like, with Breath of the Wild, there's just a consistent, like, here's your tools, this is all you can do kind of thing, right? But with Tears of the Kingdom, it's just, like, limitless, endless potential at all times. And it's just like, what do I do with that? It's a little overwhelming when I like think about it like that. It's interesting knowing I'm picking up no Koroks, because I'm just like, yeah, I don't need to go over there. I don't need to stop here. I'm just. I mean, more health. Doobie 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 doo. Go and save Hyrule. Or go bring peace to Hyrule. Yes, ma'am. I can get a new weapon here. But this being Kakariko, that means I can get like the 8-fold blade somewhere around here. But there's a whole bunch of rusted junk all right around here. So I gotta be really careful because I don't want to get rusted equipment. Means we're gonna be keeping our eyes on the sky a little bit. I'm gonna keep myself more in the grass than the broken buildings. Oh my gosh, last thing I need to do is open a treasure chest and it be like a boomerang. Welcome to the kingdom of Hyrule. Alright, we got a lot of ground to cover though. There is literally no reason to change out of this outfit for now, because it has the same defensive score as the old shirt. So there's no point. There actually is a little shore side that I think could have a good weapon. It's not an 8-fold blade, but I don't remember how easily accessible 8-fold blades are. Yeah, it's over there on that like beach area. Little Korok. There's a couple little Korok puzzles here if you didn't know. Gosh, do I go for a weapon now or do I take a shield now? I still don't technically have a weapon per se. But there is a chest over here. Could you stop? You're gonna get me arrested. Okay. You know, that shield's not the worst shield. Ow. Neither is that the worst weapon. I think, oh, bow though. There's a lot of choices. Did he drop his stuff? He did not drop his stuff. Wrong button again. Wrong button again. Oop, I missed him. Oh, please don't touch me. Yeah, send him in front of me. I can at least look at him. Arrows don't count as weapons. I mean, they do, but not for the criteria of this run. Oh, there we go. We dropped it. Now I got a choice, though. I get to pick. I feel like I'm playing Pokemon. Oh, do I take a weapon or do I take a shield? Oh, that's the choice. That's the choice. What do we do? I got a bit of a dilemma here. I think this is an okay shield. I think I'm gonna take the sword. I think that's a good choice. Okay, so we got 2 dedicated weapons here. I can only get 6 more weapons in the game, though. But at the same time, oh, it's 5 bows and 4 shields. I definitely said that backwards in my overview video. Okay, but I could zip over here quick and try to get... Is there a good place to get a shield? I don't think so. I don't really... Like, I know shields I like. I know that there's some good ones. Like, if I get... I think it's to the... If I can get to the northern part of Hyrule... Or maybe it's closer to the, like, forest. I think it's on this side. There's a tree where there's some shield surfing. If you can get a knight's shield, it's a pretty good shield. It's not too bad. I just gotta be careful. Now I'm free to run around here and I won't have to worry about getting busted, but still. What am I doing? I keep forgetting this is an option. Because the last time I played this game, I wasn't allowed to do any glitches either, which means I couldn't do this. I don't technically have to get the shrines either. I mean, they do add, they are a telepoint. So, like, it's not like there's any reason I shouldn't get them. But I'm trying to, like, get cruising. So I might just skip them. Plus, it's easier to see the regions when you don't have them available. Hey, guys. What's good? What's good? Hey. How you doing? How you doing? There is a Korok right here. In case you didn't know. There's a good chunk of Koroks in this little area. Caw. See that crane shadow? How should I get to Kakariko? I could just like get to those mountains and be there. I can completely like skip this stable. Maybe that's what I'll do. No. Rude. All right, up, here we go. Another one? I didn't realize there was two here. Hopefully it doesn't see me. I thought it was gonna see me with the way that head turned. I was like, ah! Don't! Okay. But I had a Zelda friend who taught me how to do this. If you stasis... Oh, my gyro controls are still on. I gotta turn that off. If you stasis this and then just blow the tree up, it works! I better save before I die. I think I might die here. Do you think I could hop off this and grab one of those items off his neck? Knight's Halberd. Okay, that's what we're going with. Well, I got one. See you later. I literally only came for that. I need to get out of the water before they arrow me. If an arrow hits the water, it will dome electricity and I'll get cooked. Okay. Well, technically I got something from here. I'm getting out of here. Okay, so we've got 3 weapons, no shields, no bows. I need shields and bows now, please. Oh, maybe I should buy some new gear quick. I could use a couple more points in defense, honestly. Hello. Yeah, at least I got enough for something. Thank you. Actually, if I run next door, I bet I could sell this stuff. I could sell some of this stuff, and then I could get a... I could buy something different. Okay, yes, let's sell all these rocks. Perfect, 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 perfect. Exactly what I needed, thank you. Now I can buy the other thing. I did not know I could close the door with my body. But you can. Good to know. 9th playthrough and I'm still learning new things. Perfect, thank you. How much is this stuff's pretty expensive, isn't it? Kind of. Yep. Yep. I need an inn. I need a place to sleep. But I also need to be careful, because if I look at the wrong thing, if my eye spies the wrong thing, I'm going to end up with a ladle for a sword. And I don't want that. Good day, madam. I'll take a soft bed, please. Perfect. See you. Alright. Oh, I still don't have equipment in this region, though. I wish I could make sure I got a shield. Or at least a bow. One of those things would be good. Turn around. Yeah, go this way. Thank you. Alright, you can't sprint in the city. There'll be no rolling around at the speed of sound for me right now. Trudging along at the speed of honey. Trust your feelings, have to follow city ordinance laws, I guess. Oh, I've never seen a horse before. Congrats. Alright. Why am I doing it this way? Why don't I just warp somewhere? I did it. Yippee! Yeah, I gotta go collect all, what? 4, 8, 12, 16 memories again. So, fun fact. If you talk to this guy, do his insanely easy quest. Which is, go take a picture of the fairy fountain. Very easy. You need 100 rupees and your camera. He will give you hints as to where the memories are located. Very helpful tool. Very, very helpful. I never did that. My very first playthrough, I didn't do that. I just took a look at the picture and then went and found it. I very much found all of these pictures 100% on my own. Not joking, not kidding. And I was immensely proud that I was able to do that. Okay, I'm actually going to try to stop whistling. Because up ahead are probably some fairies who are likely going to save my bacon when I end up dying. So, I want these cute little pink balls in my pocket. Thank you, Navi 1, Navi 2, Tattle 3. Alright, oh, of course, it's going to be Tail who's going to give me all the trouble. Come on, Tail, get down here. You cheeky little berry. Come down here. It's not like I can actually climb up here and get you. Fly away as soon as I do. Oh, you corn dogger. Please, Link, give me dollar bills. Please, please, I need dollar bills. Help me with money. Sure, here you go. Nope, I fought like nobody. So I guess that is that. And that's it. Yeah, this one's actually really, really close to here. Okay, I still have nothing in the Hitano region. I'll have to remember that. I've gotten it in this region, and the Great Plateau. I still am able to get something in the Hitano region, which is fine because there's like other areas I can get to, but... Alright, let's go yoink this memory really quick. I think just by getting one memory, you can get the Champion's Tunic, but it shouldn't take too long. Alright, now if I remember right, we'll cut through the woods here. There'll be a bridge we can run across. Then we'll go across that. And there'll be it'll get us pretty close to where we need to be. Now, usually I come through here with a horse though, but I left my horse back in Hitano and I'm not going to drive it all the way here. So we'll be going for the Mountaineer approach. We're going to try to get up on the mountains and kind of run our way that way. Now, if you're looking for the shrine that's here, it's actually on the, just like the, down the face of this cliff, and it's behind a waterfall. I won't be going there right now because it will screw up my routing that I'm trying to do, but if you've been wondering where it is, that's where it is. Now, the reason I'm going this way is because there is actually quite a lot of enemies down there, and I don't want to deal with them. So we will channel our inner goat, run across all of these shenanigans, and then plop down right on the memory. It'll be at the gate. There we go, we're just about there. Pretty sure. Yep, it's down over there a little further. This is a nice, safe route. Otherwise, if you go the other way, the like part of the road is collapsed. You can still get through it with a horse if you've got one. But otherwise, you're going to run into a number of bokoblin, ranging between level 1 and 2. And you're also going to have to deal with, I think, a moblin or two as well. There's also Lizalfos along the way too, so that's not enjoyable. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. Where's the memory? It's gotta be here somewhere. There she is. I'm not looking to fight a Lionel. Not right now, anyway. I was gonna say, here's what's not great, is I'm one chop away from Oh, I can't believe I lived! But it's only because I had 4 hearts. I'm cooked if I get hit again. I can't believe it. I'm so stressed. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I still survived! I don't know how I survived that one. I really don't know how I survived that one, but I did. Oh, it clocked me in the face because I couldn't see what I was doing. Ow. I thought I dodged again, but I did not. Woo! No! I saw a tree branch. Awesome. Love that. Well, I'm gonna get out of here because I got my 4th weapon. It's a tree branch. Awesome. So excited for a tree branch weapon. Super cool. Where am I gonna find another Knight's Halberd and a Boku Blend level 2 weapon? I used all my good weapons fighting that thing just to get a stick. Yippee! That door slamming on me right as I was about to leave literally feels like that tree branch. because I had that Lionel down to half health, and I was so stoked to pick up a Lionel sword as my next weapon. Alas, tree branch it is. Super cool. Well, I think that's a great place to end this episode because I have extreme sadness. If you made it this far, consider liking the video, subscribe if you haven't, and more Breath of the Wild content coming. Just so you know, depending on what time I release this video, it may have already started. I will also be live streaming my second playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't beat it, or I haven't played it since I beat it almost 2 years ago. I say almost because it came out in May and it's April at the moment. So if you're interested in seeing me run through Tears of the Kingdom, I'll be doing a story playthrough. So I'll be recollecting all the memories, doing all the temples, and fighting Ganon. And that's what I'm doing for Tears of the Kingdom. Otherwise, stay tuned for more Breath of the Wild Nuzlocke 2 as I try to beat this game with limited availability. And man, oh man, is this going a certain way? But I hope you have a great time, night, day, whatever time of the cycle it is, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.